Good morning, everyone. We're looking at cloudy skies for the most part in central Vermont today. Also dry. Maybe a few sprinkles, I think Roger Hill is saying, toward the Champlain Valley, but a little milder, breezy at times, and a high around 55 degrees. You got the Aired Out podcast live from North Main Street in Barrie. Streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutvt.com. A very, very good morning to you. And good morning to you, Raylene.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I think I'm, I don't know, maybe a little under the weather.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm I don't know. I guess everybody's, kind of sniffling this time of year. And
yes, allergies. 'Tis the season for allergies. Springtime allergies are the worst.
Yesterday, I looked my eyes were all red and everything and itchy, and I'm like, is this a cold or is this allergies? What is this? What the hell's going on here? But yeah, good morning. Fly on the Wall Productions, bringing it to you live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for your eyes and your ears. Want to give a shout out this morning, right off, to some of our sponsors. Vermont Quick Lube. You never have to leave the comfort of your vehicle thanks to their convenient drive-through service. You stop in and you tell them what you think you need, and maybe they'll tell you, they'll confirm that, or maybe add on something that you're not aware of, like Captain Dumbass here, who drove in, I don't know, when it was like a year ago, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, Bob, you got 1 million miles on your Corolla. When's the last time you had the transmission flushed? And I'm like, there's transmission fluid?
Oh, my gosh. I know. I remember this.
Seriously? I never got the memo that there's transmission fluid.
There is, yes.
And I remember Craig Prima looked at me and he was just like, oh, righty then. Anyway, we love him. Open Tuesday through Friday, 7:30 to 5. Saturday.
And they fixed you right up.
Yeah, they do.
The car's still running.
They did.
It's not clunking anymore.
Nope.
No.
We've had a couple of clunk fixes too. Saturday 8 to 1, closed Sunday and Monday. Call or stop by. 679 South Barrie Road. Visit them on Facebook 24/7 at VermontQuickLube.com. Great team over there. Roger Hill. Let's find out what he's saying. Beyond today, 55, I think, is what I said for later today. Tonight, cloudy, 40 to 45. maybe a few passing showers. And then on Saturday, some scattered passing showers. Let's see. Otherwise, clouds and sun, a mix of both. Highs around 50 degrees. I'm waiting for that, 70 hit. Man. Like 70 and sunshine.
I know. Me too.
Flowers are starting to, the crocuses or whatever the fuck, I don't know what it is, but there's something that's popping up in the yard. Just come on.
And mine as well.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bring them up.
Bring them up.
Jeez.
Why not?
Stop with this 40 degrees bullshit. I'm getting tired of it. Really. I am.
Well, it's going to be warmer today. It's going to be cloudy, but it's going to be warm at least.
Yeah, that's true.
We take it when we can get it, right?
Yes. You posted up about an hour ago that Montpelier businesses are still struggling. Post-flood, post-pandemic, post a few things. Vermont, in a whole, is having a difficult time. It's not just Montpelier.
Small business especially is suffering greatly, no matter where you are, I believe, in this state. And I think that Phil Scott has been talking quite a bit about that as well.
Yeah. I like Phil. I think he's been talking about a lot of great stuff lately. And
Yes, he has.
how he stays calm and so puts things so eloquently, I don't know how
I don't
he
know
does it.
either. Maybe I should take a lesson or two from Mr.
old Phil?
Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also posted something up about remembering the Oklahoma City bombing. Mm-hmm. Wasn't this the anniversary of Columbine, too?
I watched a really amazing video of this morning. If you actually click on that link, there's a video link, and it was. I read through that this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I remember these things like they're so fresh
Yes,
in my
they
mind.
are.
You know,
Yes, they are.
we have a unauthorized person in a cockpit during flight.
Yes. What the hell? How does that happen?
Yeah. Isn't that freaky?
Yes.
If you can do
But
that.
was that unauthorized person flying? I'm confused.
Yeah. They were in the cockpit.
Right, they're in the cockpit, but were they just in the passenger seat in the cockpit?
No idea. No idea. No idea. Got a few people responding to their opinions on Donald Trump's media company launching a streaming platform.
Yeah, like what the hell is he thinking?
My
Come on.
God.
Just don't. Stop it.
First words out of Raylene's mouth when she walked in here this morning was this. It's Friday. Finally, Taylor Swift's new album is out. I'm so excited. Woohoo! And I'm like, Raylene, just calm down. No, JD.
Everybody knows that's bull. I mean, I'm happy for her, though. It's fine. I don't listen to her music, but I don't think that she's this dreaded, horrible person that some people think. And I think that she got a lot of flack during the football season, but media gave her the attention. She
Yeah.
didn't give herself the attention.
Right.
And she does a lot. She gives a lot of her money away. And I always say, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Right.
And she definitely does a lot for a lot of people, a lot of organizations. And yeah.
I want to thank you this morning for posting the Barrie City Police log. And frankly,
well, I got it from the Times Argus. I shared it from the Times Argus. They do them every week.
yeah,
This one just happened to be a little more,
entertaining.
yes, than some of the weeks past.
I want to thank you. I think we should be posting the police log more frequently. Let's see. We have trespassing on Prospect Street. We have a counterfeit license plate that was reported on Blackwell Street. What? A counterfeit license plate? Somebody has one of those?
No.
Oh my God, that must be the first one in Vermont.
I
and
know.
only one.
Yeah.
South Main Street, we have a driver harassing public works employees. Illegal burning reported on Elmore Street. Pool shed caught on fire on Delmont Ave. Let's see. Underage drinking Let's see. Unfounded. Let's see. Parked vehicle. Bicyclist was taking pictures of people on River Street. It's kind of funky. Animal abuse reported on Maple Ave. Trash illegally dumped in a dumpster. That must be the first time that's ever happened, too. Drug activity on North Main Street, Raylene.
No way.
And a person in the roadway, assaults reported. What did anything ever come of that video where those two guys were duking it out in front of the courthouse?
Not that I know of. I mean, one would have had to press charges against the other.
Right.
Yeah. And it didn't really look like anybody was all that hurt, especially with those punches that were thrown.
And especially with that lady who jumped in and got in the middle.
That's right. She saved the day.
Yeah. Wow. I love this one. North Main Street, a loud truck was spinning its tires. Some of the vehicles, some of the motorcycles and some of the trucks that go by here.
Or some of those cars with the exhaust systems that sound like gunshots all the time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So that, I mean, yeah. What is there anything else that's really hot in Vermont news? I'm just looking
There's
at the
not a
page
ton
here.
in the news actually this morning, which is fine. I mean, that's a good thing.
The Marshfield teen is on probation for the stabbing
Yeah, the one that happened in Montpelier at the
shelter.
Shelter. He's violated his probation again.
Okay.
So that article's in there. The man in New Hampshire was sentenced to 47 years to life for kidnapping that 9-year-old girl from the campground. Remember when that happened last year? And there
Yes.
was the
What was his sentence?
47 years to life, which is good. But he kidnapped and sexually assaulted that 9-year-old girl.
That was in New York, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
She was riding her bicycle in the campground.
Yeah, and he took her. And he had been hanging out at the campground, like plotting that for a little while.
Oh, so there was huge intent there.
Yeah, yeah.
47 years.
To life. Yep. But
Wow.
it's really not. I don't know. Some would call it justice. Some wouldn't. I may be one of the people that wouldn't.
Well, let's right. Let's run down a few more of the headlines that you've posted about, and then you're going to get up on your soapbox.
Yeah. Burlington could host the state's first ever safe injection site. A lot of mixed reviews and feelings about that. A lot of people have a lot to say about that.
Yep.
Yeah. The Danville man wins nearly $7,000 for the Joe's Pond Ice Out.
Is that what he won?
Yeah.
Not shared. This is a winner
It was nearly $7,000 he won.
off a $1 ticket.
Yeah. One, who knows how many he bought, but Stuart Ramsdell from Danville guessed April 14th at 4:09 a.m. The closest guess to when the ice went out at 4:02 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
They've been doing this forever.
There were 350 guesses for that date out of more than 15,000 tickets sold. Ramsdell gets a check for $6,974.
Beautiful.
Congratulations to him.
My God.
I think that's pretty cool. The ice
is.
went out on Lotus Lake as well. They do this in Williamstown also for Lotus Lake. And I saw that yesterday Pearl had posted that the ice was out over there as well. Yeah.
I just I see that Heather has popped on. I sent her a text yesterday threatening her that she better get on the air with us real soon,
Ooh, was she scared?
or else.
Was she scared?
I-
I'm
I-
thinking probably not.
No, I
but
think I probably did.
you think you did?
A little bit, not a lot, but just
Okay.
a little. Probably put the hair up on the arms a little bit.
All right. Yeah, we'll go with that.
She's going to come on though. I mean, we have so much to talk about. I mean, there's so much to get caught up with Heather Slayton over at Washington County Mental Health. God,
yes,
we love
we
that.
do.
And it's not just Wellness Wednesday. There's stuff
oh
going
no,
on
there's
over
all
at
kinds of stuff.
Wellspace Building and the Snoozlin Room, Imagination Station.
Yeah, I mean they just did the raffle for the
the Red Sox. Yep.
tickets and the proceeds were for the Sunrise program in Montpelier. So they do all kinds of great things, and of course we know they have the hub in Montpelier as
Yes.
well, the full access hub.
Yeah.
And then they have their 24-hour crisis line. We just
Yeah.
posted all of that yesterday.
I
believe.
see it. I see it. I see it everywhere.
Yeah, me too. It gets a lot of shares. A lot of people are talking about it. That's great.
We have a Senate committee that voted yesterday to advance a House bill that would replace the program being used to shelter people in hotels and motels. That's in the Times-Argus this morning as well. You shared it up.
Yes.
So that bill is set to replace the hotel program again. Has advanced in the Senate. So we'll see where that goes. Where do you think that's going to go? Anywhere?
I don't know anymore. I don't even dare guess anymore with any of that stuff.
Pardon for the coughing and hacking this morning. We have the 420 Uplift
yes, and-
concert.
Yes, I was just going to say that Rooted Entertainment has big days going on. You and Chris and who else?
Who else?
Chuck.
Hello?
Right? Chuck.
Chuck.
All you boys are going to be. Oh boy,
Chuck doesn't even know
I don't
what's-
have the bail money for that. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Chuck doesn't even know what's happening.
You better behave yourselves.
He has no idea what's going on. You know what seriously. Chuck calls me, Chris, I can't wait for you to meet Chuck. Chuck, I can't wait for you to meet Chris.
Oh boy,
Whew, it's gonna be.
I'm a little bit frightened. I'm not going to lie.
Listen,
I'm a little bit frightened.
when you get a business analyst that loosens up the tie for a little bit, whew, they purge, man, hard. Chuck calls me like yesterday, and he's like, "All right, you know Chuck. Have you ever heard Chuck's voice on the phone? All right, JD. All right, what the hell is going on? What are we doing? Where are we going? What time do I have to be where? Where are we gonna sleep?
Oh gosh.
You know." I'm like, Chuck, just shut up.
Good Lord.
Get in the back seat and buckle up. Just shut up.
Right.
I'm driving. I'll make the decisions here. It's going to be amazing. Uplift 420 on the main stage, Sundub, Mighty Mystic, Coyote Island. And I know Massey is saying, oh my God, Sundub's coming back. Massey and I are big Sundub fans.
I know you are.
These guys.
Yeah.
And Mighty Mystic, this
Well,
guy's amazing.
I'm super happy that you're all going. That's awesome.
We may never come back. We are going.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Also tomorrow, Heather mentions, and we have posted this as well a few times, and I actually doctored up the poster a little bit. The Phoenix Introduction to Phoenix program is tomorrow from 9 to 12:30 right out back at Wellspace. And that is like a gym, they have a full gym, a nice gym.
It's phenomenal.
And a workout routine and space for people in recovery.
Yeah.
That's what the Phoenix program is about. It's about having a supportive environment for those in recovery to work on themselves, both physically and mentally, and be with people that are going through the same battles.
I've been in there. I've witnessed the camaraderie with among the people that are up there and working out, and it's amazing. It's a close, tight knit family up there.
Yeah.
Really is. And if you've never been, you really ought to step in there and check it out. I think it's still one of the biggest secrets in this city. We have a real gem right here in our backyard, like literally 200 yards behind where we're sitting right now.
And as Heather says, the only cost to join Phoenix is 48 hours of sobriety. That's all you
Amazing.
need. 48
Amazing.
hours of sobriety, and you can join. And then you are in with a group of people. And I've heard many success stories from the Phoenix program. And I think it's a great thing that should be well supported.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Today is what? National Hanging Out Day. Mm-hmm. Let's see. National Garlic Day. Please don't tell Sherilyn, because I love to celebrate. I love garlic. I'd stick it in my nostrils if I could. I just love it.
No.
And when I have it, it's bad. I mean, it's coming out of my hair. It's the bathroom. I mean, it's horrible. It's it's bad. Even Lily is like, God, Dad, Jesus, really?
Well,
We have the beautiful story of this teenager from Lowell who was hired to rob a postal carrier in New Hampshire. Isn't that a lovely story?
it is.
And look at him. I mean, he just looks like such a class act. Looks like he's really just taking life seriously and going to get a great job. And not to judge a book by its cover, but I'm just saying, what a scumbag.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chinese hackers preparing to attack critical U.S. infrastructure, according to the FBI. Isn't that nice? Have a great weekend. And what else? Anything? Is there anything else? Oh, in world headlines there is. We have Israel carrying out that strike against Iran in response, and I guess it was a drone strike. And this is not good. What's happening?
No, it's not good at all.
And it's getting
frightening.
worse.
It is getting worse. It's
Getting
frightening.
worse and worse. Yeah. I got my optical expressions glasses on this morning, Raylene. Have you noticed?
I have noticed. Did you hear about somebody else that recently that is a podcaster here at the studio that got some new glasses?
Talk
well,
to
they've
me.
been ordered, and I hear that we're going to just be oohed and awed by them. Michael Booten has misplaced his glasses. He thought they were here. They're not. He can't find them, so he had to go to Optical Expressions last
Really?
week and order new glasses. And he continues to say how amazing they are, and they may be crazy colors.
Oh, come on.
Like the eye part different than the arm part and everything.
Okay. You know what's so popular, and I'm not joking, is the clear glasses. I've seen a lot of clear glasses, and Optical Expressions has, you want clear? They have clear in every, different
Right, because some
shape.
people wear them as an accessory. Glasses used to be something that you didn't want to wear, and people rather wear contacts. They didn't want to be seen in glasses. Now everyone wears glasses.
Did you see, and Heather's commenting, the picture that I posted of her amazing prescription sunglasses that she got
Yes.
from Optical Expressions? Beautiful, aren't they? I was
Yeah.
like, man, can I take a picture of those? Those are gorgeous.
Yeah. Alice says Booten is channeling Rocket Man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it is a Friday morning.
Yes, thank God.
We're going to obviously talk about the community calendar here in a little bit, tell you what's going on this weekend,
Yeah.
and throw some more love at Drew Lamb like we did yesterday over at the Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. But what you got? You posted something up on Facebook yesterday that
I
kind
did.
of hit the bee's nest.
It did. And, and I stand by it because I watched the meeting. I heard what I heard. And this is the thing.
You have to say what meeting, though?
The diversity and equity meeting.
They had a meeting
They did.
just recently.
On the 11th. And at that meeting, and the meeting was about other things as well. But at that meeting, the chair expressed that she would like to call on
who's the chair?
Joellen Mulvaney, that she would like to call on other members and to discuss how the city of Barrie deals with holidays, especially Christmas and Easter. And the way she described Easter was really confusing to me. It continues to be because she she described it as, windows being adorned with purple drapes and white lilies. And I don't know that I've ever driven around the city and seen it covered with purple drapes and white lilies in celebration of Easter. But if that's what you want to tell people, okay. And then that the partnership is just religious, and that
What?
I don't know what is religious.
The Barry partnership?
Yeah, and I'm really confused by that. I'm not really sure what about the partnership is religious. I don't see mangers or nativity scenes. I don't see any of that. I see beautiful white lights. I see garland and bows on the lamppost. The trees are decorated in the park, but they also have the tree lighting in the library, which that's not a direct affiliation of the partnership, but the partnership certainly promotes that, and as do we. And there are trees of all kinds in there. I mean, you can't possibly imagine. And I just don't understand how you can say that they're religious, that the partnership is just really religious, especially when it comes to Easter and Christmas. I don't really think the partnership does all that much during Easter. In fact, I believe the egg hunt is done by the Barry City Recreation Committee and Barry City and Barrytown combined. I don't even believe that's anything affiliated with the partnership, but maybe I'm wrong. So I'm just really confused by that. And I was more confused. I guess I was more confused by her assertion that the partnership is somehow really religious. That just blew my mind.
That's baffling.
And we have a current member on the committee who is also happens to be somebody that's running for a council seat. And she, during that meeting, Sonia Spalding,
okay,
said that she would support further discussion in, talking about how the partnership could be gingerly approached and how the city could be gingerly approached in changing the face of the city during the holidays. Why do we need to change the face? Why do we have to change anything? Why can't we just add to it? Is there a reason we can't add to it? And what I would like to know when we're discussing that, has anyone ever gone to the partnership and said, or a business owner and said, hey, could we add this to the holiday season? Because that's what we call it now, too. We call it the holiday season. It's called Barry Merry Holidays. It runs all the way from like November 1st all the way to January, into January. Can we know? I want to know, has anybody ever asked to add anything, to have any additions, to maybe include something else, and have been told no? Because I really feel like the majority of people here encourage you to celebrate whatever it is that you want to celebrate. Just don't deny me the right to celebrate what I want to.
Yeah.
You do you. Go ahead and do you. And so if you're willing to have a support further conversation, and you're talking about how you can gingerly approach the city to change the face of the city. Changing the face would mean to rid of what we already have. We don't need to change the face. We need to make it better. We need to add to, but we don't need to change it. And there's nothing religious about the partnership. And the post wasn't for any political gain per se, for any one person, but for all. It's a political gain for all, because what that does is hopefully finally get people to pull their head out of their asses and start going to these meetings and know what's happening. And I'm not going to sit back, shut my mouth, and wait for 4 months to have it slap me in the face because I ignored it and didn't say a word. And then these things are happening and there's nothing we can do about it because it's been voted on already.
Yeah.
You know what? You have a duty, you have a right, and you should have the will to participate in these things. The things that matter, the diversity and equity meetings, the council meetings. There are meetings where decisions are being made on a daily of what happens in this city. Let's make sure it happens as a whole, not for a few people. They're right. Why can't we all have a discussion? So that was the reason I posted it. Mrs. Spalding's husband, kind of clapped back last night and said, Sonia is all about Christmas. She's all about lights. She screams more lights, more lights. She sets up the nativity scene. She's been doing the Christmas meals at the Methodist Church for 15 years. She sets the nativity scene there. That's wonderful. But why didn't she say that? Why didn't she say it to the chair? Well, I like to celebrate those things too. I think Christmas is a beautiful time. Christmas, not even the holidays.
Right.
Christmas. So let's further discuss how we can add to it. That isn't how she put it. And so now, after that, then my question becomes, so who are we trying to play here? Are we trying to play the committee or are we trying to play the community? And I'm not willing to sit back and wait for that decision to be made to happen. I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to continue to watch the meetings. I'm hoping that others will watch the meetings as well and start being present and aware of what's going on and start friggin' voting. Because a lot of people don't vote anymore. And if you don't like this shit, then be involved.
I think because so many of us feel, Raylene, that our one vote is just not going to make a difference.
And that's not true. Every vote counts.
We've had some really close races lately.
The school budget is a very good example. The school budget passed in the city by just 2 votes.
Yeah.
So the 6 people sitting in their living room pissed off that it passed, if you got off your ass, it wouldn't have. Plain and simple. Just be aware, be present, be part of this. It's so easy now. You can participate by Zoom. You don't even have to leave your house, get out of your pajamas, nothing. You just need to be a participant in what is happening here. And when you're not, and you're not willing to do so, and shit starts happening, and we don't know, now they're saying, well, that isn't how it was said. That isn't how it was put. We're waiting for the meeting to get posted for the public. Hopefully it gets posted soon. It hasn't yet. The city staff is short. They've had some retirees. They've had a lot of people wearing a lot of different hats right now. They're working on it. Hopefully it gets posted soon and people can watch. But if until then, attend the next meeting. Be aware so that you have a say in not changing the face of the city, but adding to it. What is your opinion about how we could make it a little bit better? And what is your opinion about other holidays being included? I welcome them. I welcome any holiday that wants to be included. Yeah. Just please don't take away mine.
Yeah, don't take away my celebration of my holiday.
And I don't even see, for me, I did not grow up in a religious family. I did not grow up with any faith. For me, the lights on the trees are nothing but beauty and comfort. And especially when they're in the first thing in the morning, they're covered with snow and you come down into the city. That's like one big hug. Or at night, after a long, stressful day and you ride through the city and it's just so beautiful. And you take a breath and go, damn, and they do a kick-ass job.
Yeah.
They try hard, and it's a huge effort.
Let's check in with Pastor Autry and see what he has to say about this.
Okay.
Mr.
What's
Autry,
up, guys? How we doing?
what say you on all this, buddy?
So
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna be that dude for a minute. So first of all, I've been reading the article, so I'm assuming you're talking about Sonia Spalding's motion to kind of more or less take out any religious significance out of seasonal activities.
Yes.
And
She didn't really motion to take them out. She just motioned to have further discussion about how we can change the face of the city during the holidays.
To make it much less non-secular.
Not right, Jen.
So you first of all, at Christmas, everything has a symbol that points us to Christ, right? So the lights on the tree, for example, Raylene, I was hearing you talk about it, that points to Jesus Christ as the light of the world, who came to light up our dark world and bring life to it again. The reason why Saint Nicholas, who is an actual Christian saint, used a tree is because that specific tree pointed directly to the heavens to point people to turn their eyes to Jesus. The reason why we exchange gifts and donate and are generous is because our Heavenly Father donated, or didn't donate, He gave His Son Jesus to all of us. And so that's inspired within us out of the love of Jesus to be generous to each other and kind. And so I can go down the long list, but Saint Nicholas, who was a real Christian saint, didn't bring us Santa Claus as a primary figure of Christmas, even though, and I'm not against, Santa Claus in any way. St. Nicholas would be Santa Claus. But really the whole point of St. Nicholas was to remember and cherish the birth of Christ. Easter, everything in Easter is about new life. That's why we give out eggs. That's why we put trinkets, and some people have now put money in eggs. I don't know if y'all are doing that. That wasn't my childhood. We open up either real eggs that were hard boiled, or we open up plastic eggs with nothing in them. So, but eggs have trinkets or candy or money, and what it celebrates is the new season. Why do we have a holiday that celebrates a new season? Well, that's really simple. It's because when Jesus died on the cross and rose from the grave, He gave us new life from our sins. And so it's a new season of life for all of us. I could go on and on. St. Patrick's Day is not about pinching each other, wearing green, and drinking beer. St. Patrick's Day we're celebrating the life of St. Patrick, who risked his life to carry the gospel to the ends of the earth, including Ireland, and even to the point that he was almost martyred. And we celebrate his life and the life he gave us, and more so the life he represented. So I don't think a city or federal or state government in any way, shape, or form can regulate or abolish, remove in any way the theological significance of holidays. They just can't do it.
But there's so many that are trying to do this, and it's not just here in Vermont, Chris. It's everywhere, man.
Oh yeah. It's everywhere. It's a normal. It's a normal thing in our society, and again, I don't like sounding like that guy, but I think there is a reality that our culture does not have a freedom of religion, and it does not honor the freedom to express our faith. And listen, as a Christian, I mean, I stand alone on the truth, but from a freedom of religion side, we also honor the fact that anybody can, with their set of religious beliefs, ought to have the freedom to be able to celebrate it. And so eventually what our society is doing is abolishing all of that, and doing so in the name of tolerance.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. I mean, it's more than sad. It's sad, and it's frightening. It's all kinds of things. because
Well,
there's so little joy
Right.
yeah.
left
Yeah.
in this world and man, I take every bit of it I can get.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Well-
Chris, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say the way you fight this is you still do it. I mean, at the end of the day, at the bottom of the line, the citizens of a town, a city, state, country are the ones who makes the rules, the laws, and
Right.
and so you still be faithful to celebrate Christmas and Easter for what it is. And you be the one, and you can't let other people and their negativity dictate you celebrating that. You celebrate that. You have that freedom as an American citizen, and you should use it.
You and I are right around the same age, bud. I mean, we had Christmas concerts in school. Now they're called
Yeah.
winter concerts, and the music that is performed during that is pop music that you hear on the radio today. I mean, it's
Yeah.
man, it's really it's discouraging to me, this change that's sweeping, this wave that's coming over the nation and the world for that matter. But I find it interesting how non-secular holidays like Valentine's Day, man, it's fine to paste hearts showing love
I know.
all
Yeah.
over the city of Barrie or Montpelier. I mean, here's the thing, man. We all need more love. We all need to be more
Yeah.
loving to one another. And yeah, let's express that. But if it's any connotation to religion, it seems like everything is just being like neutraled out, man. Like
Canceled.
cancel culture.
Yeah.
Neutraled out. Just blank slate, man. It's like it's driving me freaking nuts, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why, to be honest with you, that's why you're seeing homeschooling and private education now growing at such an incredible rate. Here in North Carolina, the state government, because hey, I need my wallet and my keys, and I know I'm getting ready to pump gas, guys. So pray I don't blow up while I'm on the phone with you. Is that okay? But that's why this, certain states like North Carolina are making what's called opportunity scholarships, so that students can go to private school and the state can use a voucher to offset the cost of their scholarships.
Interesting.
And so you're going to see a lot more of that. You're going to see a lot more of that as the months move on, especially in this election season. I mean, I hate being that guy. I am not that guy, but to get the political thing swirling here, but I think you're going to see so much of that. I think you're going to see so much of that transpire in the next few months, because people are, depending on the election season, who's elected, you're going to see people's frustrations mount. And if school systems, continue to drift the way they are, and unfortunately, you're going to have more and more people choosing homeschool and private school education.
Are you going to be talking about this on your podcast? And please take this opportunity to plug your podcast, bud.
I don't know. My podcast does a little bit of a different purpose. I am trying to highlight leaders in my area, in my region, that are doing great things for Christ. And so I want to show people that the common insurance agent who works for Allstate or State Farm, who follows Jesus, their job is a ministry. Huh? Hold on one second. Yeah, the blue one. Sam got up to pump gas. Look at that. Good kid. So that what I'm trying to do is spend a lot of time highlighting those leaders in our region and stuff that they're doing. So I don't know. I will also tell you these conversations are valuable. and personal conversations are valuable. As a pastor in the pulpit, it does nothing for me to have these conversations from the pulpit because I can hide behind the platform. What's needed is more of these one-on-one kind of conversations, educating people, getting different perspectives, being open and willing to listen. It's a shame to me that there is some kind of political ploy to push these kinds of agendas without this kind of conversation among citizens.
And that's my only, that's my true real push, is that I just want people to be aware before it's too late. And if those discussions will be happening, they've already started to happen, and now will be discussed further at the next meeting, people should know about that so that they attend those meetings and they start being aware of what is going on, because it is an election season, and how you vote and what you know is matters. And if you don't want those rights taken from you, if you don't want to lose those things, then you better start paying attention.
Well, I'm going to say to you, and this is coming from a politician who taught me this a long time ago. If you have a candidate that if you can't find a candidate to vote for, a lot of people believe vote for the next best thing, and I can see the value in that. I think you utilize the write-in vote, or I think you don't vote for anybody in that category. And because you don't want to give a vote, right, towards something. And so I think that, I think about elections from that perspective. But I think you guys highlighting this on your podcast, because that is the focus of the focus of your podcast, I think is essential. And I think that stirring up personal one-on-one conversations with people, giving this kind of exposure is invaluable to the community. We have several podcasts and radio shows like that in our region. Mine's just a little different, and I listen to them. I listen to them all, but you can't let these kind of agendas just run rampant and dictate everything for everybody.
Thanks for coming on with us, brother. We love you to pieces, man.
Love you too, man. Y'all come south, man. Come see me.
Have a great day. I wish we could.
Y'all too, man. Love you guys.
Are the hurricanes gone and done with?
The what?
No, they're just getting ready to ramp up. Matter of fact, they're calling for this to be a really, really, really bad year.
Oh my gosh! Well, you stay safe.
Hey,
stay safe.
Did you have your money on? Did you have your money on the Huskies?
Listen, man, I can't not pull for my Tar Heels. Okay, I can't not pull for my Tar Heels, but I know reality. All roads go through UConn, and I think all roads will go through UConn for the next several years. But give credit to NC State. I mean, what a team to lose 7 straight, to win the ACC tournament, to go all the way to the Final Four. And if they had not gone cold, they would have beat Purdue. So I don't know. Did you lose money on that one?
Oh yeah, I had a lot of money invested, Chris.
he bet the Corolla.
Thousands of dollars.
Oh man, you could have bet the Corolla and the bunny rabbit, man. That would have been a good bet.
Buddy, I love you, man. Listen, I hope on Easter you were talking about Lily and the woolly caterpillar story, man.
I think about that woolly caterpillar story every single Easter. I think about it every Easter. It brings me such joy, man. So hug your families for me, okay? I love you guys.
We love you too, man. Chris Autry, he's the best, man.
Great guy.
And he just kind of spelled it out. Very well, I think. But obviously, what you posted last night on Facebook hit a nerve with a lot of people, as it should.
Exactly. And I want those same people to pay attention, to attend the meeting. It's super easy to attend.
When's the next
Diversity
meeting?
and Equity. It's next month. I'll make sure that we post. I just think that people need to be aware and they need to participate before something happens, and then we can't do anything about it. Because once it's done, it's super hard to undo it. We know that from many things. And whether or not they say they didn't directly say take it all down, they said it's religious and they want to change the face
Chuck says
of the city. That's so. What does change the face mean?
right.
Then.
Well, I would love to know what
I
that
took
means
it
also.
I took it as, and other people took it as, that meant to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah.
And to just not, we're not going to be a religious city.
Yeah.
No. Whoa. Hold up.
Yeah, right.
You do you, I'll do me, and we can all just be together. That's inclusivity. That's being inclusive.
That's being
That's
inclusive.
saying, go ahead and bring your celebration here. Celebrate with us, or do it on your own. Whatever you choose to do, but let's just all agree that it's a beautiful time of year for all of us, no matter what your religion is.
People just
but
want.
it's also, like many people have said, it's a dark time of year.
Right.
It's people get depressed at the holidays. It's a lot of stress, and so to bring a little bit of comfort and beauty and whatever to that, it means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the little things that matter most.
That's right. And Sherilyn and I will always be those parents who teach Lily that Christmas is not just about Santa Claus and presents, but the bigger meaning
Yeah.
behind it. That
And
it's
that
Jesus'
meaning is
birthday.
Well, and
we
that
will
meaning
teach
is
that.
different for a lot of people. That meaning is different for a lot of people.
And
that's okay.
Right. The woolly caterpillar that we were just referencing with Chris, two years ago on Easter morning, Lily was out looking for Easter eggs, and there was a very dead, frozen woolly caterpillar that Lily found, and she picked it up, and I looked at it, and, I mean, it was deader than a doorknob. Frozen solid, not moving, zero signs of life. She said, Dad, it's Easter. Remember, you told me that Jesus was dead and totally dead, and that he rose from the dead and came back to life. And I said, yes, honey, but, and she's like, well, the caterpillar's it's the same thing, Dad. And I'm like, well, not really. Well, she brought it in the house and she put it in a plant in the window that had some sun coming through it, and an hour later, the short version of the story is an hour later it started moving around, and she brought it back to life. And I called Chris Autry, and we just had I don't know, it was kind of a special moment for Chris and Sherilyn and me and Lily, and the caterpillar not only came back to life, but we built a little terrarium thing for it,
Right.
and it made its cocoon, and the wings came out, and the full circle, and it was a full, it was a moth, and Lily, I don't know what it was, like a month later or whatever, let it go out of her hand out in the yard, and we watched it fly away. And it was a really profound moment for our family, and we'll never forget it. And Chris has preached about this, but and we will always have that memory and that discussion of the meaning behind Easter and or Christmas and or any other holiday that is rooted by faith. And I say faith, not rooted by religion per se, but rooted by faith. And belief.
And faith means all kinds of different things.
It sure does. Chuck just posted a comment here a minute ago, and Chuck gets, by the way, very upset with me if I don't read his comments.
Oh, well, then you better read it.
Just He says, unfortunately, we're going to see the fall of public schools soon. If I had a chance to do it all over again, I would homeschool, and that's scary. And then he says,
Look around you. If you're a real religious person, you know the devil took over a long time ago.
Yeah.
And of good people, and it's scrolling so fast I lost it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chuck says should be there to remind us that we're humans stuck on this planet and that we should be taking care of one another. I mean, Chuck's got it right here.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, look around you. If you're a real religious person, you know the devil. Yeah, that's what Chuck said. The devil took over a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And
just be aware. That's the bottom line. It's the bottom line of my post. It could happen. There are people that want it to happen, and just be aware.
Yeah.
Start knowing what is actually going around around you, so that you can deal with it before it happens and it's too late.
Yeah. Judy just nailed it. Families should be teaching their kids their beliefs. Don't rely on schools and others to try to control that. Be parents.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen, sister.
Yep.
That's it right there.
Yeah. And the video is now available. So as soon as we are off air, I will post it up.
All right.
The portion.
Tell us what you mean by that, the video. What is this?
The video of the Diversity and Equity Committee where this conversation was had. And for those that don't want to watch the entire meeting, this starts right around minute 23 of the video. And I mean, let's see what your take on the whole thing is. Maybe it'll be different than mine. And I want to hear that too. I'm not just like when I spoke with Sonia's husband last night, you know, I really felt like if those were her beliefs and that's what she felt and that she loves Christmas that much, why didn't she just say that to her committee that she's on? Why didn't she bring that up then? Why was she okay with further discussing changing the face?
I hate those words.
Yeah.
Change
Let's
the
not
face.
change anything.
Yeah.
We can add to it.
We can add to
be
it.
better. We can make things better.
Raylene.
But we don't have to change.
Okay. What you're saying, what this is all saying, change. And you're saying add to it. It's the same exact...
No, it's not.
No. The same exact argument that I felt about the daddy-daughter dance.
Yes.
Don't cancel it.
Yeah.
Don't
take
cancel
from you.
Don't take away the daddy-daughter dance and what it means to me and Lily as her dad and my daughter. If you want to have a parent-child dance,
Please do.
add to it. But don't take the daddy-daughter dance away. That's all I was saying
Yeah.
two
Right.
years ago
Right.
on the air. That's all I was saying.
And I truly, I really want to know if anybody has ever gone to the partnership and asked to add to any of the holidays. Asked, you know, could we include this too? I really would like to know that. Because I truly do not believe that any of us discourages anyone from being who they are. We're just asking that we be allowed to do the same.
Yeah. Let's throw some love at one of our sponsors that I know would be aligned with what we're talking about this morning. Barslow Construction, building a better tomorrow. Find them on Facebook at barslowconstruction.com. 249-3276. Let's also throw some love at the Capitol Showplace in Montpelier, the Paramount Twin Cinema in Barrie, FGB Theaters. Great sound, Dolby Digital Surround Sound. They've got the UVC air disinfection, ultraviolet lamp technology in there, which instantly destroys airborne bacteria and viruses, so that when you're sitting in a movie theater packed with packed with people who love Ghostbusters, you don't have to worry about, viruses spreading around. FGBtheaters.com to see what's playing this weekend and to get your tickets. Also, Salvador and Babbitt.
That are probably going, But
Well-
only for a minute, because there's extensions and
Yes.
all kinds of other things that come along with tax season. So it's not over for them yet.
Yeah, and if you still have questions about this homestead declaration and property tax credit claim and fiduciary income and all this bullshit, I get so overwhelmed by that. I don't know anything about this. Just bring it all over to Salvador and Babic, 240 South Main Street in Barrie. Hand it all over to them and say, look, I'm late, I'm early, I'm whatever I am. I filed for this and file. Just here's my fingerprint and
Right.
here's my
Hand
driver's license.
hand it to them and
Yeah.
tell them to save your ass. That's what that's what you're
Exactly.
doing.
That's it.
Please, I'm begging you.
That's exactly it right
Yep.
there. Anything on the community calendar this weekend?
There are some things going on that, of course, we posted as well. Let me just get over there because it's super easy.
Well, I
to
know
do.
Bikers for Beth is coming in May. And
Yes,
we're
that's
gonna be-
coming up. But we have some stuff coming up this weekend. We know we talked about the Phoenix
Yes.
meet and greet that's happening this weekend. We talked about Uplift. How about the upcoming of Earth Day? We're going to celebrate Earth Day on Monday, April 22nd. Let's see. Come on, move over there. There's also an event that Rooted Entertainment is doing tonight.
Yeah.
Why can't I get
At the
it
listening room.
up here on the screen? You got it? Okay.
Yeah. At the listening room.
And
It's,
then-
it's the pre-party for the 420 weekend.
Mm-hmm. And then this has been kind of an ongoing thing for a few years now with Alexis over here at Forget Me Nots. Say Yes to the Dress is this weekend.
I love that TV show.
So, Say Yes to the Prom Dress is from today, from the 19th through the 21st, and that's being held at the Alumni Hall, right up here at the Barriott. It's the back portion of the Barriott, and then up, I think, the third story is where she does this. But all of the information is in there, and that's just such a cool thing to
Yeah.
do. It really is. And
Because look at the cost of a dress these days.
it
It's
is
ridiculous.
It's very expensive, and so I just think that that's an awesome thing that is happening. And she's doing it again this year. I think this is probably the third, maybe fourth year actually that she's done this. So a great event. I hope that it's a huge success. I really do.
Yeah.
But there are a few things like that going on. They've been posted up, and I'll put many more things out,
Yeah.
of course.
Tonight, it's the Upper Valley Green Spring official 420 pre-party. Anytime you say 420, it gets the attention of a lot of people,
Yeah.
especially Chuck.
Yeah.
Featuring Hilltop tonight with special guests W at the listening room in Bradford. $15, 7:00 tonight, and it's going to be a blast. Mm-hmm. And this is all setting us up for the Uplift event tomorrow at the Lost Nation Brewing up in Morrisville. Should we go live when I'm there?
Well, of course.
No, seriously.
Of course.
I should go live?
Of course you should go live. Just stand a little bit away from the speakers this time.
Okay.
You don't have to be on the stage hugging people, because last time, remember how loud the speakers were?
Yeah, I know.
It kind of like made the sound funky.
Heather says probably not a good idea to go live.
Oh, no, I think it'd be great. I think it would be great.
Glenn says definitely go live. He wants to see my wasted ass. Who says I'm going to be wasted?
You know it, Glenn.
Don't be quiet, says Chuck.
So I talked to Rosie's mom this morning.
Oh, yes.
I talked to Rosie's mom, confirming Wednesday. Rosie will be here here with us on Wednesday. We're going to talk about Happy Good Day Vermont.
This little girl, what she's done, making people happy.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet her. She seems like a real spitfire, like Lily.
I think so too.
Go-getter.
And, you know, little blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl.
God.
You know, she just got it all
Spreading
together.
love and
That's
and
right.
good messages and yeah.
Yeah, we love it. And so, looking forward to having her in here on Wednesday.
Have a fabulous weekend, everyone.
Yes.
And do you think Chuck's going to be able to handle being with me? I'm just curious. And I know Massey will. But Chuck,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't.
He doesn't know when to walk away.
I'm staying out of all of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't call me.
I might propose to Chuck, ask him to marry me.
Well, the last time you went out with a group of guys, you ended up sleeping with one, so.